welcome to From the Non-Striker's End. This podcast is produced by Parigyan, the Data Science Society of Goa Institute of Management. We students are here to bridge the gap and break the nerdy wall of data science and make us all understand its relevance in our daily lives. Hey, we are not data scientists or data geeks. We are just as ordinary having no clue what's happening. Like any other non-strikers on the cricket field, we are here to witness some reigning sixes and learn from the striking batsman, our very own speaker for today. Let me humbly take a single as I welcome Mr. Krish Naik on Parigyan's first podcast to take strike. Mr. Krish Naik is the hotshot in the field of AI and ML. He is the co-founder of iNeuron Intelligence and hosts his very own YouTube channel which has almost 500,000 subscribers. He has been professionally involved with companies like HCL, EY, Panasonic and Honeywell. So sir, how are you feeling being on this podcast?
Amazing. Thank you for inviting me again for this podcast. We had a podcast again with you all probably last year, but again it's an amazing opportunity for me again to share the idea of data science, machine learning in front of the world. Thank you.
Sir, as you know that engineering is one of the most common professions in India. As an able engineer, how do you think you were able to break the stereotypes as you were not from a very coding background and still you managed to succeed with your startup and also come up with your YouTube channel? So how did that work out?
So it's like I'm from an engineering background only, from computer science branch, but in college time when we used to do coding with respect to the real world industry that we usually work, I was not ready for that, but it took usually time for a couple of years. Then when I made a transition to data science, I thought that this is the problem many people are facing. So because of which I started recording videos in my YouTube channel, uploading videos in data science, machine learning, deep learning, making the people understand that how probably this can be implemented in the real world industry with respect to any kind of domain. So that was the idea of uploading videos in the YouTube channel, and probably in the past couple of years many people appreciated that, and because of that 500,000 subscribers now I actually have.
Yes sir. So to start this discussion and to bring our viewers on the same page, yesterday I discussed about a product to my friend over a call, and it happened so that I get an ad of that same product the very next day. So what is this happening? Is this some kind of magic?
So you can say that this is a kind of recommendation system again, which is again a part of machine learning, deep learning. Again, the main thing why data science can be the next thing, because exponentially every day data is getting created an enormous amount, and probably companies, they will not just store the data and keep it like that itself. They can do a lot of things and improve their products, whatever products that they are actually creating, because those products are used by some of the people. Let it be mobile apps, let it be some kind of web application, some of the sites like Amazon, Netflix and all, right? So many people are using it, they're interacting it, and based on that, if they get an amazing experience, many people will be involved in the product for a longer period of time. So nowadays many people see a lot of YouTube videos. Like I've seen people, they're spending more than half a day in those kind of apps, let it be Netflix, Amazon Prime, shopping, because they see the right kind of products that they really want to buy. And this is all because of data science. And again, there are a lot of things that are there in data science, like machine learning, deep learning, which has more applications, not only this kind of applications like recommendation system. It can be different use cases that we can see in various domains.
So as you mentioned that a lot of data has been generated and it is being generated as we speak. So what exactly is data science and how would you describe it in simple words?
It's like if I just talk about data science altogether, it's like efficiently using the data, even you knowing what it can do, probably giving you the right kind of benefits with respect to your previous history of data. That is what exactly it is. So how efficiently you can use that particular data to bring some business outcomes, that is the main aim over there. Apart from that, it involves a lot of automation things. It involves a lot of implementation which can save a huge amount of money for the company itself. So again, in data science, you have a lot of things like AI, machine learning, and all. At the end of the day, you actually create an artificial intelligence applications, which in turn can use machine learning, deep learning internally. And usually, a data scientist is heavily involved in all the parts of this kind of divisions that is specifically used. So I can just say that in simpler terms, data science is all about efficiently using the data in a way which can benefit to the business, to the outcomes, to the people, and bring up a lot of benefit for the people itself.
Yes, sir. As an outsider, we always see that coding is a hindrance. It is a necessity to data science, but we mostly see as a restriction imposed on us. So, as an outsiders, if I want to keep pace with the progress and the trends in this field, then what would you suggest, sir?
See, I'll not say that coding is the only most important thing in data science. I would suggest that domain knowledge is also the most important thing, because people will be working in multiple domains, in different domains, let it be finance, e-commerce, retail, right? If you want to bring up any amazing use cases that are related to data science itself, you should definitely have a huge amount of domain knowledge. Implementing wise, it will be easy because understand whatever things you're implementing in data science is related to some kind of data. If you're able to understand that data, that understanding will only come through understanding the domain part itself. Without that, I think you will never be able to complete the product itself, and again it will be in that particular stage. I've seen in my industrial experience that many projects have actually got failed since the team did not had much domain knowledge with respect to different domains that they were working in. And I believe that a person from any domain can move into data science industry if they are really interested in that specific domain itself. And a lot of use cases can come into this.
Yes, sir. So, as the viewers must be aware that data scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century. This technology is currently the fastest growing, and it has applications in almost every domain you just name it, be it banking, logistics, delivery, healthcare, e-commerce, and whatnot. So, what makes it so flexible for it to work on so many domains parallelly, and also how easy or difficult it is for people or companies to adopt to this new change?
So you can see that the first main thing is that why many domains are using it, because every domain is now generating data through some or the other way, and they just don't want to store that data and just keep it lying like that itself. They really want to use that particular data and see that how they can seamlessly apply in their own business process. And here you can see that the main thing is that they really want to build a product. They already have a lot of products that are already built. Now they really want to make those products quite smart. Without any human intervention, they want to make that particular product work seamlessly. So that is the reason why many domains have started using this. In the initial time, if I still talk about some of the companies, they hesitate to do that because they think that okay, what may be the problem that can occur. Suppose if they are developing something and probably that does not work out, and initial expenditure that the companies take to incorporate AI is also huge. So in the initial investment, also companies actually hesitated. But what I believe is that in the upcoming 5 to 6 years, every company will definitely have an AI sector, AI department in them who will be continuously innovating into this particular sector, so that they can come up with some amazing innovations.
Sir, we see that a common man nowadays is a lot more dependent on the output of these tools which you mentioned, such as AI, ML. If I go on Netflix and I watch a horror movie, the next day I get a recommendation for a similar movie. So, as we move along, how dependent are we on these technologies? And in the coming future, how much, to what extent would we rely on these changes and these advancements?
See, unless and until it is working towards making your work easy, definitely people are going to rely on this kind of products a lot. Um, like I may take some example of robots who can actually cook for you, who can clean the floor for you. Definitely, you'll be relying on them a lot, right? So it is just like if a specific application or if a specific hardware product is actually helping you to make your life easy, definitely you'll suggest to take, you'll try to use them more and more. But again, many people say as like there is a lot of advantages and disadvantages also. So if we take care of the disadvantages part and use wisely, probably we can definitely you'd use it for the beneficial for the human purpose.
Sir, how would you differentiate data science and data analytics? Because while I was coming up through my education, I got always confused between these two terms.
So, data analytics. First of all, let me talk about data science, right? So here, at the end of the day, you are actually creating an AI application, which involves a lot of different modules like EDA, doing feature engineering, creating a model, feeding that model with the correct amount of data, and retraining that particular model, deploying model, and how you can integrate that with a specific application. When I talk about data analytics, it's not just about creating an application itself. It's about analyzing the data efficiently, analyzing data in such a way that every product owner or the end stakeholders can actually visualize the entire reports in a proper way. Data analytics will just not involve, it may involve data science also, but apart from data science, it may involve big data, it may involve other analytics sector, or other analytics part, with like big data, as I said. Data analyst work may be included over there. Business analyst work may also get included over there. So it is a larger overview which includes data science within them.
So one is a subset of the other.
Yeah.
If I'm applying for a job right now, and versus I was applying for the same job say 10 years ago. At present, I need to be well versed with the technologies in data science or data analytics, as you mentioned. So how much of a factor is this, being well versed with these technologies?
Nobody is perfect in the initial stages, like as you keep on working. Still, I believe that tomorrow, if I'm given a new use case in a new domain, it'll definitely take time me to solve that particular use case. The reason is that domain is new, the data is new. Again, you really need to apply your own synthetic methods to solve that particular problem. So it's not something like you become an experienced person in the first project itself. It takes time. It is an iterative process where you face a lot of challenges, and once you get to know that how you are handling those challenges, trust me, at that point of time you can definitely say that, okay, give me a problem, throw a problem statement at me, I'll definitely take some time, but I'll be able to solve it.
So you come from such a technical background. For a management students, what is its relevance?
So if I take some of the examples, like some of the core roles in data science industry are like analytics manager only. So those are the people who have both the skills of management plus the knowledge of technical skills with respect to data science. Now those are the people who handle the entire team. When I say data analytics team, I'm including cloud team, big data team, I'm including data science team, data analyst team. So they actually manage the entire team. So the interaction between them. So it is very much necessary that they need to have that specific kind of technical knowledge also. So if I talk about people from management, they by default have that management skills. Apart from that, when they learn data science, they also get a good amount of technical knowledge, and through that they can definitely go to this particular sector, which is called as analytics manager. One more example, if I talk about a specific role, is product owner. So product owner is the owner of the product that he is probably creating, let it be an AI product, let it be any kind of product itself. So there also a management person is very much necessary, because he entirely needs to deliver that particular product along with the technical team. So in that specific way, if I talk about this kind of skill sets, definitely matches.
So there are various kinds of roles in this field, such as data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, business analyst. So can you just give a one-liner for all of these roles, and how easy it is for a newly graduated student to switch between these roles as the career progresses?
See, all this kind of roles has different tasks. When they, if you're working in a dedicated or bigger MNC, right, you basically have a dedicated task. Probably if you're working as a data analyst, you'll be focusing on some specific task where you're probably using reporting tools or business intelligence tools and creating a lot of reports and all. When you work as a data scientist, again, you have some specific set of tasks. As a big data engineering team, you have to work on specific tasks. But if you are really working on a startup, all these roles gets overlapped. Sometime as a data scientist, you need to go and work as a business analyst, also gather the requirements from the client, talk to the clients, develop the product. So when I say this, like there is no some specific part, only just there's no some specific career path, but I'd suggest that at least get to know about the work that you are actually getting in a specific company, and don't predefine your career path like that. Whatever opportunity you get, start working on them. That is what I believe. If you try to predefine your task or predefine your streamline your entire career path right in the initial stages, trust me, it won't work out that much. Your learning will be very much limited. So that is what I would suggest. Yeah, I think try to combine everything. Whatever opportunity you get, try to do that.
As sir rightly said, domain knowledge comes first, and whatever applications you want to derive out of data science are uh, are acting as a supporting factor to your domain. So business solution comes first, and based on that, we see which model, which method is applicable and is best suited to solve that particular problem. Sir, we end this first podcast over here. We thank you a lot for spending your time, sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for.
Thank you, sir.
Follow our channel from the Non-Strikers End on Spotify for some exclusive content.